Jeez. What are you waiting on? I'm just seeing how it looks. It's thin, ain't it?
I think that first roll is pretty big.
Jeez, pretty thin. I could see right through it. I don't know. Pretty see-through. Stay down and then go this way. So we don't have to go.
Thanks for joining. We're painting lobster buoys. Just done the maroon. We're going over the white right now. We're lobster fishermen off the coast of Maine.
Are we?
This is one of the behind the scenes of the things we have to do to get ready for the 2026 lobster season. So we're going over, painting the buoys. See that fresh color right there. This is kind of faded right here. We're going to be touching that all up. Kind of get a little more color to it. These are mains right here. I got a spindle. The other ones that we're going to have to do, they have a rope that's called a float, and that's just one of the things we have to do.
I want to do something here for a minute. I'm gonna stir this
Yeah, this
out.
one feels a lot thinner.
I mean, that can's been sitting for. Well, let's see if that makes a difference.
Thanks for joining. We're painting buoys right now for lobster fishing.
Now we're painting buoys for lobster fishing. Oh,
Don't forget to double tap the screen. Let us know you're hanging out with us today.
this one is got a little extra juice on it.
It happens to the best of us.
No, like this. Did you see it? What'd I do? Good or what? So earlier this week, we were building spindles, these plastic parts right here that go inside the buoy. What is that thing? So these are buoys. This is a buoy that floats in the ocean. And there's a lobster trap tied to the other end of it on a rope. And this is a spindle right here. And I'll get the rest of the parts. So that's a buoy that we buy. The spindle we have to make. So this actually is made from PVC conduit. Right to the top of it. Just walk right in. I said I ain't gonna do it, I guess. That's all dirty. Oh, I don't know, guy. Okay. So yeah, the buoy we buy, the spindle we make, and we cut this, we heated this up, boiling hot water. We have a jig. I don't know where the rest of the stuff is. I could show you. Oh, we'll find it.
The bag of stuff I just bought is right on top of the spindles. That's what you're looking at for the breakaway and washer. I'm not sure what you're. Let us know where you're watching from today.
So they have a breakaway like this that we buy. And this is for whales. So if a whale does happen to get entangled in it, this has a breakaway strength. You can see how it's made in different size plastic. This will break at 1600 psi. And the whale would swim free. That being said, we've never seen a whale. Not the right. That's kind of hard to say. The right whale, because that's what they're looking for, the right whales.
Right whale, I guess is how you'd say that. But yeah.
We've never seen the correct species
For that.
of whale. Everybody that fishes has a buoy color. And this is our buoy color that we use, one of them. And periodically we have to paint them. Some guys really, some people really like to paint them. They really do. They enjoy painting the buoys, but I'm not one of them, I don't think. Yes, Kel, or no?
I've painted new buoys with you quite a bit. I think this is probably the second time I've repainted any buoys with you. Really.
Usually I just paint new ones. So we've already painted the maroons. You can see it's a pretty good color. And yeah, what the, where are you from? Looks cool, yeah. So we're in Maine, New England in Maine, the United States, and we're about 1 hour east from Bar Harbor, Maine.
So one of the other things too is we go live pretty much every day we go to Hall. We went live this year, so you guys can watch us, you can ask questions, you can interact, you can see what we're catching in each trap, kind of get that behind the scenes feel. Okay, those are the pots I need to rob. LOL, just kidding. So if you guys like lobster, I guess that might be another question. Good. See.
You would think that we catch lobsters that we would like eat them all the time, right? But not really. And we all like them, but well, my wife doesn't.
My son, who's 6, he loves them.
We only eat them probably about.
Depends if we have family up here too, you know, different things, you know. We might eat them a little bit more, different reasons, but.
But as a general rule, we don't bring too many home.
Yeah.
No. It's kind of odd, ain't it?
Kinda.
Really. I mean, we eat. Oh, even like.
But I mean, does the apple farmer, however you want to say it, does he eat apple pie every day too? I mean,
No,
probably not. You know what I mean? It's
And we also do other things than just lobster fish.
we got a small blueberry farm. Nice corn in 30 acres.
North Carolina here.
Up, right.
Where in North Carolina? Oh, North.
Greenboro.
Okay, Greenboro, yeah. Oh, you're in Raleigh. You guys are having cold weather down there too, because my brother's in Wilmington. My brother-in-law. And I know that they've been having cold down in Maryland. I know that. That's not that far.
Yeah.
And I know they had, believe it or not, here we are in Maine. At one time, I think North Carolina had more snow than we did,
Yeah.
right here on the coast.
Well, we have friends in Texas, outside of Dallas. They were sledding the other day.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, really. We typically, typically it's cold here, obviously, but typically we don't have a lot of snow here, not really,
Because of the coast.
because we're on the coast, literally. So we get a lot of rain or
Sleety rain.
frozen, that kind of deal. But not very far from us, they get a lot of snow. He lives down on Topsail. We might know you. I don't know. Well, he lives down in. Yeah, we went down there for a week in the middle of this summer, and I'm not exaggerating. I mean, we're not really used to a lot of heat, but holy, Kelly, was it hot down there or what? I mean, it was hot across the whole country.
I'm going to say this. I'm not saying we're the hardest workers in the world, but we're used to working, and we went to work at an oyster farm that day with a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was going to make it because of the heat.
Oh my God, it was smoking hot down there. Yeah. Who's living in Pinella? Lives by the sea. Yeah, right. Cool. I really live in. Yeah. So we were north of. So we were. I'm gonna say. So we had a business down in. I think it's north. He did, and now he's moving actually. But his house is in Sneed's Ferry. Is that what it's called? I think. I'm not sure. I'm probably butchering up some of them names, but. And we went swimming down on Wright's Beach every single day that we were there, pretty much, didn't we, Cal?
I mean,
But the party was down on Northsdale. Oh, there goes that one. I don't know what's going on. Maybe where they're cold, I don't know. Used to go to Curl Beach. Yeah, it's nice down there though. It's nice. I really do like it down there, and we met some people from the internet, basically. He's a really good friend of ours now.
He's rented a house a couple times.
And we, he has an oyster farm down there. And we met him through social media, really, right? I mean,
There was sticker swap years ago.
yeah. And we actually finally got to go, and so we went to an oyster farm down there. We got to work this summer. It was fun. We had a blast. But the heat, holy man, so hot. I don't think I'd want to live down there year round. And now I guess, geez, they have just as cold winters as we do, I guess. Or they are this year. Yeah, my brother-in-law always says, "Oh, I'm wearing shorts today."
Yeah, if you got any questions, feel free to ask. If you like lobsters, you got questions about some of the things we do for fishing.
And we can have 800 traps. Yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on with this. Here. Are you shoving it as far as you can up into the grip? Or
Yeah, I have. I've done it the other way.
Yeah, I don't know. I just had a buoy drop over there. So yeah, somebody's talking. I used to go to Kirk Beach up Sneed's Ferry. I used to go out. So it got too dangerous. Yeah, where are you? We're in the Northeast, in Maine, and we're like an hour east from Bar Harbor. We're way up in the state of Maine, way up. So we can go
Coastal way up. I think
yeah, in the coastal. A lot of people come to Maine, they go to Old Orchard Beach. That's a long ways from us, literally 5 hours or so. Yeah, four
Or
or
4.25.
Yeah, it's a long ride.
That's Old Orchard Beach, not the border.
No, the border for we can go to eat lunch in Canada. It's right close by. We're an hour from the Canadian border, you know, by car, and we can actually talk to some of the Canadians while we're fishing during the day. Yeah. Most, and once, yeah, so we go live every day. That we're on the boat, and people can ask us questions, and
Really get to interact with us. And
yeah, it's kind of cool.
I mean, I'm not saying we'd stop every second, but if we catch something kind of interesting, we'll kind of show
Right.
what's going on, you know.
If we can,
If
if
it's
it's
not.
doable. I'll try to take a minute and help, you know, people understand what we do. But sometimes, you know, we got to work too.
Because a lot of people think that lobster just ends up on their plate at a restaurant, and that's where it, you know, came from. But there's a lot of work and labor that goes into that.
Yeah. On the roughest days, sometimes we have to stop filming.
Not that talkative on those.
We're not too talkative on the bad days, but even the people that follow us, you know, even religiously know that, you know, when you see us working on a rough day, you'll be saying, "Holy jeez, I don't." You know, people on the calm days, everybody goes, "Oh, that's what I always wanted to be. I wanted to be a lobster fisherman." And they see a bad day and they say, "Yeah."
But one thing
Nobody says that day, you know. Oh,
one thing I will say is though, like when we are live and we are having, you know, issues, we can't hold up the lobster, explain. We have some people that really follow us pretty religiously, and they will kind of help answer some of the questions in the comments too,
Yeah.
to try to help educate a little bit about that.
because we're V-notch. We do a lot of stuff.
Conservation piece of it, and you know, the measuring of the lobsters and all that jazz of stuff.
Try to explain to people what's kind of going on. So we've already painted one color. Summer. Oh yeah. So the guys in Tennessee said the North Carolina coast is extremely hot. Grouper fishermen, fishing gear. Yes, this is fishing gear. Yeah, that there was a bunch of fish down there that was available for us to eat. And we should have, if we go down again, take advantage of that more, I think, maybe. We had been out on the boat all day with these guys oyster farming, and that was really cool. They do that up here as well, but where we kind of were down there visiting, and actually it was so cool because the guy that took us out down there ended up coming to Maine, and he actually went fishing with us. He actually rigged blueberry with us.
And it all started with a sticker
Yeah.
on a toolbox that I bought for $5.
Yeah.
And was doing a sticker swap. He sent me one, sent him one back like 3-4 years ago, and then next thing you know, he sent me two, and we put that one sticker on the boat, and it was pretty cool because we got a picture of him pointing to the sticker on the back there. It was really cool. He's got kids around my son's age. They're playing. It just, I don't know. It's funny how things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he wants to buy a house up here. That's what he's saying. So I don't know.
Right down the road.
Yeah, because I want to move down by you guys. So yeah, I'm a masturbator myself. Yeah, I get that. I got a nice fresh lay. Big fish. I know. I love fish. I love eating fish. I don't like freshwater fish.
I don't like fish at all.
I know Kelly doesn't like fish at all, but I love fish. But freshwater fish, I don't know. When I was a kid, I used to catch bullheads. I like them, you know.
Yeah.
Like trout, I don't really like trout. They're kind of, I don't know. I just, you know, I can understand why people do like it. I just don't. But that's my personal thing, you know. But yeah, it's fun to go catch fish. We really never fish like they think fish, you know. I mean, we fish commercially, but we don't fish with a rod and a reel ever. We go lobster and that's it. And Kelly's been down south, Maryland, down there to, I can't remember where those towns. Pasadena. He's been down there with the crabbers, and he's been crabbing down there for a couple of days with a couple of different guys that are pretty famous on social media, and got to be friends with them.
Talked to one of them the other day.
Yeah.
I actually made a deep about it the other day. Just talking about how to cook crabs or something. He's got like the big headset and he's like this, and I got a picture of that Chris Farley saying, I'm a motivational speaker.
Yeah. So we got racks here. I gotta have to take the shirt off, I guess. I'm getting hot now. And it's pretty cold up here right now, I'd say, wouldn't you, Cal? I mean,
I think I had 4 degrees with the wind right now in my house.
this morning it was warmer. Now my mother said down in Saratoga, New York, it was cold this morning down there. But up here was, I think we had 10 with a wind chill. It was like -4, but it has been, it's been cold for, well, just like everybody else. It's been cold. We've been down 5 and 10 below almost every morning, and it's hard to do. We got a lot of work we got to do still outside, so we're kind of postponing that. That's why we're doing this kind of stuff right now in here. And we went to a couple of we went to a trade show in Canada. We just got back maybe 10 days ago or something from there. That was fun. Yeah, they're talking and I'm not reading. When do you roll up door? I gotta go down. You know, we bought spray cans and just sprayed it. I know, it's like a commercial spray kit. I'll tell you, you know, when you do something on the internet, everybody's yelling at you. We did that live, or I made a video on it, I guess. And everybody and their brother told me, goes, oh, you're going to ruin the door. You're going to ruin the door. It's 17, feels like 0 with a wind chill. Yeah, same here in Rhode Island. Why that color combination? I picked the hardest combination of colors to find. That's what I did. That's my personal, this is Kelly's. That's his new color. I just had this forever. Everybody gets their own color. And I thought at one time this was going to be a good color. And now I wish I didn't have it, I guess sometimes. Is there any type of commercial fishing someone could do by themselves and make a living?
What is that?
He said, is there any type of commercial fishing someone could do by themselves, like, and make a living? Yeah, you can go dig clams, you can dig worms,
Oh, yeah.
you can do stuff like that. To go lobster, and you can't get in. You can't do it. There's a moratorium on all these licenses.
And really, the clamming license, that has to, you have to live in the town.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff. You know, you can't just, do color matter in the water, or is it just a matter of individual fisherman mark? A little mixture of both. So one, everyone has their own color to separate, differentiate. Some colors are easier to see than others.
Sure.
You know, making it harder for people to copy your stuff, to steal it. Not so much steal it, but it's just easier to identify. Everyone's really pretty good where we are. Truthfully, we lost the trap. The guy called us up, hey, put it on the wharf for you guys. You know, we do the same thing. If we get someone else's trap or whatever, that's hard work, digging clams.
It is.
Philippines, it's free fishing and boating. Where is it made of, like, composition-wise? So this is foam, is what this is.
It's a hard foam. Hard foam.
And they say digging clams is hard. Someone said that, Ron. I'll let you.
I say yes, digging clams is very hard. I did that for a long time. And we still dig from time to time. Something to eat. And there's a lot of guys in our town that make a living at it. What is it made out of composition-wise? I need to make crabbing buoys. Any suggestion? Yeah, and guess what? So I got to say something.
Crabbing where?
Yeah, where do you crab? In Maryland. And then these buoys, you see these have. So you see these buoys, there's a breakaway and a swivel. So you can see how this would swivel. And then there's the spindle that goes through, there's a washer. And then there's a stainless steel screw that goes through that. This spindle that goes down into this buoy starts its life as a conduit, gray plastic conduit. We heat it up and we have a jig and we bend this to make this. And we're going to be doing that probably later today, actually. Putting some of this together. We're trying to just get some of these painted. So we can get them out of the way, but we still have.
Yeah, we can only do like 40 and then we gotta stop. Because I gotta go get more buoys.
For spindle wise, you mean?
Yeah. And we can paint the coats, we can paint those ones after we're done, but
I'd say we should.
so I need another 16 just to get what I got right now.
Mm-hmm. So if you have a full license in Maine, you can have 800 traps, which we have, I have, and then Kelly, I gotta read this here. That's genius. Yeah, we have a jig. I don't know where the hell it
I
is.
put it over where it was originally on that fish tank.
Yeah, I'll show you what the jig is. Hang on just a second. Did you guys see? No, we did not see that. We dig. I don't know where. Do we have the hoe down here?
You got a broken one, I think, right.
What happened to the good one?
I think it's up overhead and
Okay.
they're up overhead. I think there's a busted one in there in that green,
Yeah, I think I have a broken clam hoe. I want to show you.
I think it's there.
Maybe.
Good one's up overhead. Yeah.
But what did that guy say? He said another question. I said I was going to get back to him. Where are you guys fishing?
You guys just need to find out long legs and makeshift tarps to block the sun. Don't forget, double tap the screen. Let us know you're hanging out with us today.
Oh yeah, I was going to show you the jig. So this is what the jig looks like. It's made out of aluminum. This handle spins. It's kind of hinged in the middle here. This goes around and it'll make that circle. Kind of cool.
How long is the lifespan of your gear? How often does it break? That's a really good question.
Mm-hmm. Well, not too long because Kelly just hung up one of the buoys and broke the washer off it. But generally, I'd say some of these buoys like that, it's probably.
Let's get up.
Oh,
So that's an older one.
that's an older one. That's probably, I bet that's 15, 18 years old. Yes, it's old.
14.
Our traps, we constantly are building new ones usually. Yeah, I know. I seen them on TV doing the long rake thing, but we've never seen them doing it in real life. But yeah, the traps last. We get 15 years out of our traps, I think, or more maybe. Once you've got to repair them, I mean, you can kind of use them forever, but I don't like. If they get nasty, we just get new ones. We build new ones right here. We have all the stuff. We'll just build new ones. We'll build. Last year we finished building some, right? We did.
No. Yeah.
Oh, we finished last year.
Yeah.
And then we'll build some new this year. I probably will for sure, because I haven't done it last year, so or I didn't do it this year, so we probably will build new ones next year. And we just keep adding to our group, and if there's a bad one or we lose it, you know, we. But the traps are really expensive, lobster traps, compared to, I believe, crab traps. Ours are very expensive. Because ours is way more expensive, Jesus.
Well,
Just the
there's
wire.
two different types of crab traps too. I don't know which.
Well, I mean,
they
the
have some that are like more similar to us. I mean, definitely a lot more expensive, but
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. So just this setup, just for these buoys right here. This buoy is, how much for that big buoy? Probably $9.
yeah, I think it's $850.
Yeah, $8.50 for that buoy. This year, how much?
I spent $163 for 50 of these and 60 washers.
Yeah, so
Vice
a
versa.
couple bucks for this, $8 or $9 for the buoy. We can't really count the paint. Got to have the spindle, the washer, stainless steel screw, and some of the stuff Kelly gets. He finds on my floor, but somebody pays for it eventually.
You should screw stuff down, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
And the rope is ridiculous. I mean, I'm not being a crybaby, but I'm just saying. $1,000 don't go nowhere nowadays, you know what I mean? Beautiful, really. Thank you. And usually we do a pair of traps. Generally, I'd say that's how everybody is, ain't it, really? For the most part, Kelly, a pair. Inside, that's the most common practice. 2 traps per line. And each line you need 2 buoys, usually. We have a Maine buoy, that's what these are. They have our color on them. And we have a float, which can be colored our same color, which most of them are, but it can be any color. and that holds the rope up off the ground. And we fish anywhere from 10 feet of water to 200 maybe. And there's a lot of tide here. So you guys down like Carolinas, yeah, you don't even know what tide is. There's no tide in the Carolinas. It's huge up here. Really, by the time you get to Cape Cod, the tides are pretty small. We have some of the biggest tides in the world are right here. Can you talk about my boat? What are you guys making? This is we're just painting some buoys right now, getting ready for lobster fishing. The boat we have is a Canadian boat. It's a Novi. It's hard to tell. They've cut the step out of it, but 36 foot. And she's pretty wide. She got a fat bottom on it. She's about...
So maybe for the people that don't know everything about boats, a Novi boat is a style of a lobster boat.
Out of Canada. They're typically not fast, but they are able. They're an able boat. And they usually are pretty wide. They're big for their size. They're big. And I think ours is like almost 15 feet across and 36 feet long. It has a 220 John Deere diesel in it. It's got a 2-to-1. And then we have a fair amount of electronics. It's fiberglass, obviously. Well, I guess that's not obvious at all, but it's fiberglass. I've had it for quite a while. It's a really good boat for what we do, a really good boat. It's just, and it could be faster if we put a bigger motor in it, really. But, yeah, it goes probably about, I don't know, 10 knots. So these are buoys, and we're just painting them. They're kind of cool, right? We're almost done with these buoys. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. We walk away from the stream. I'll show you why. We're putting buoys up over here, and we're taking them down over here. That's what we're doing. So when you see us walk out of the picture, massive fishing bobbers, yeah.
No, you could not use it to ski with.
No. No. But I could take your whole family and my family and your brother's kids and their wives. It's a big boat. Or, not huge, but it's a bigger boat. And there's, bad weather up here at times. You want to have a boat that you can, rely on, right? And now what do you want to do now when we get these done? You want to see how many we can paint of yours?
I was thinking we could do that.
Ooh. Oh, so I didn't like this color. So lobsters, corrosion protection, visibility and corrosion protection for the boat. These are just buoys for a lobster traps. And yes, your white line is bigger than his. Yeah, I know. They're
Still maroon with a white stripe.
maroon with a white stripe is our color. It doesn't care how wide it is. And some of them, you know, I have my
Mine
wife,
was a little wide the last
other
one
stern men, they just do it. I mean, there's nothing, they ain't gonna be, we got so many of these that don't.
I'm also using a 2.5-inch brush, and he's using a 2-inch brush. So some of these were painted with a 2-inch brush, so I'm obviously going to be bigger than that, and we're adjusting as we go. That's
So
what it is.
these buoys here, I'm not painting. So I wanted a different color, shade. I thought it would help me. So this is my original color, and I thought like I wanted a brighter color. This looks really pink, doesn't it? I don't think I like that. Those breakaways you don't care for. Truthfully, I've really never, this year, I gotta tell you this, the breakaway, I don't think really works because boat got caught in my gear on a cage or something, and he pulled this right straight off. The washer was still on, it was crushed, and this was still never broke, so I don't think that they're gonna break. How much is lobster straight off the boat? Right now this morning, I think they told me it was like $8.50 a pound. And we sold them all summer long for like $5.50. $5.50 a pound. Then the dealer buys them and they jack it up to right to the ceiling. So people say, oh, them lobsters shouldn't making money. Believe me, it's the middlemen that make the money. It ain't us at all. And that's just not crying. That's not just crying because I want to cry. Corrosion, he said, yeah. We have zincs on the boat. I mean, there's no corrosion. There'll be no corrosion on this. There's no metal part, really, stainless screw. They saying anything, Cal, on that?
I don't think they work either. Just another way to make us waste money. Where do you fish out of? Can you ship if a person pays for shipping? Maine.
Shipping will cost,
Astronomical.
it's astronomical. So people say that all the time to us. He goes, oh, send us out the thing. The lobster, if I give you the lobster, if I just said they're free, I'm going to send you some free lobsters, you pay the shipping, you would flip. You'd flip. It'd probably be, I don't even care where you are. If you were in like Rhode Island, just say, pretty close to us. To ship down live, them lobsters, to start with, I couldn't even go to work that day because we don't have overnight shipping from where we live because we're pretty rural. I have to drive to Ellsworth, right, to get to the first place they can ship it live. And it would be probably $150, $60 if I give you the lobsters for free. It's crazy. It really is. You know, shipping is gone. It's way out of bounds. So now, what are you going to use for a paintbrush, Kelly?
I can use that, or I got a bunch of paintbrushes I got.
I thought you went in to get some water. So
No, I went to blow my nose.
Oh, okay. Well, so we're going to switch colors right now?
Whatever you want to do, I don't care.
No, I want to switch colors, but
I just figured we'd get some.
I can't use this brush. It won't fit in the hole.
It's probably a way to.
How big is that brush? It's big.
2.5.
No, I'll go rinse one of these out. I'll go rinse both of these out. So,
because I've been trying to test what color paint I want to get. Maine has a big coast. We're trying to York to Bar Harbor. Yeah, so we're past Bar Harbor. You keep going. We're about an hour from Bar Harbor, basically, and about 45 minutes from. I shouldn't say that. We're not an hour from Bar Harbor. Probably about 45 minutes from Bar Harbor and about 45 minutes to the border. Well, I guess I need to plan a vacation to Maine. It's a big, big state. It's beautiful. There's a lot of cool things. If you like the outdoors, nature, great place to be. So, yeah, Maine's got a lot of things to offer for sure. But so, yeah, I am picking a buoy color because hopefully I'll have my license here in a month, is what we're hoping on. And so I've been doing some tests. This is the color I'm picking. So I don't have a lot of paint yet. It's not all my time. I gotta go to the store, but the store isn't open until Monday. So you can get how this works. So we'll use what we got. I'll go get some more on Monday.
What's that?
Okay, so you're way up there. Yes, we are way up there. You're from down south in Wells, yeah?
Hey, he's from Wells.
Yeah,
Did you hear about the biggest buoy tree in the country? Did you hear about that?
Or just the biggest buoy tree in Maine.
Biggest buoy tree in Maine, or biggest buoy, it was on the news all over the place. That's in our town. Kelly and I helped build that. And it is huge. If you get a chance, you should definitely come up and see. Here it is. We're the couple guys. We built it in our dooryard right outside here.
Yeah, in between picking up traps.
In between picking up traps, yeah, right about freezing cold, and I had pneumonia.
It's a good time.
Tell you what though, we're not quitters.
Yeah.
My mother didn't raise no quitter. She raised a whiner.
Yeah.
We cried and whined, but we got it done. It fell down and we put it back up again. Oh shit, that's awesome. I know. As cold as it is. I know. Maryland. I know. I have a friend that's on the internet. I mean, you know, I haven't met him, but he seemed to be a nice guy, and he's on social media platforms, and I see him, and I said, "Holy jeez!" I mean, they were showing us the ice. I mean, we see that a lot. I don't think in Maryland they do. So, Hawaii, yeah, I live in Maryland. Yeah, we're down by Annapolis and down in that country, or the guy's 70 degrees and in Hawaii, toasty here. I probably might live in Hawaii, but the Carolinas. My brother-in-law lives down there. He sent me pictures of them snakes down there. I ain't gonna do that. I can tell you that much. No way, no how. So Kelly, just saying, this is probably gonna be a 2-coat,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah, it needs 2 coats.
Yeah. And if I remember right, I used a screwdriver to paint these.
So that'd probably be the easier than how I did it. So.
Oh yeah, I like these. Man, this is gonna be simple. One color, no stripes. What do you think of that color, guys? I love that.
Second coat really makes it
Oh yeah,
solider too.
second coat makes it pop, but I like it. Cal, I think it's gonna be a great color. I hope. Yeah, can you see it? It doesn't look as dark. All right, here's another one. Has this got 2 coats?
Yep.
So this has got 2 coats. Yeah, you can see it's darker. So it says, I know, it's crazy, 2 feet. It's a huge problem. Are those buoys? Yes, they are.
You want to hang these behind us, or where do you want to go with them?
Yep, we know that, Jason. He's not very far from us. Yeah, he's gonna have a nice boat. We know, yes, we know the guys.
Who?
Jacob Knowles is gonna have a West Mac. I said, oh yeah.
Said Jason.
Or Jacob, I said, what did I say, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we know him. He's a nice guy. Almost all these guys that you see,
Most all of us live within 45 minutes.
a lot of the creators that are on here that you may have known like Jacob.
How about this? The older lobster creators.
The older lobster creators.
The ones that have been on it. For
Yeah. They're all together. We're very, we're not very far apart from each other. Look at us roll. Yeah, this is my account. Really, people follow Kelly, my son, not me. I'm just a wannabe.
I wouldn't say that.
No. Look how quiet we were when we were doing this. Yeah, looks good, right? Did you pay your dues last night?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you did.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought you did.
I said, yeah, apparently my father didn't pay for
No,
me.
I didn't pay. I didn't have the money to do it.
He goes, I'm reminded, he paid for you last time.
I know.
I said, yeah. I said, well,
That's what he said. He goes, when he said, you're not going to pay for Kelly? I go, no, I can't pay for him because I don't have the money. And he goes, well, I said, and I told him, I said, well, I'll come down and pay you. Because I said, I bet Kelly, he's going to forget and he won't be there. Then I forgot to do it.
I brought the money down last night. He says, well, I know we're,
Oh, I know. We're in like every.
I still have to pay my dues for Shrine. Truthfully, I gotta do that.
We're in everything but the Girl Scouts. I swear. I mean, I don't know how we get wrangled into this stuff, but we do, and it's I don't know. I guess if people don't join organizations like that, they don't get. You know. I gotta look. I'm sorry. Yes, it's very hard. The water's really dark up here. It's not light colored.
No.
It's not light colored at all.
So, when I was a kid, I would always call like that Florida kind of southern water flipper water because of the dolphin TV show Flipper.
Right.
And remember, we used to watch that when we got back from diving for sea urchins.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, funny, you know, stuff goes.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to dive for sea urchins in the wintertime. And yeah, that was a big fishery up here for a while. Green sea urchins. New subscriber. Hey, thanks, man. Same here. New subs. Is that the final cover? This is for Kelly's. This is Kelly's color. And mine is a maroon and ours is like that right now, maroon. We're painting 2-3 different colors at the same time, really, basically, I guess. 2 colors anyway, do it.
2 patterns, I guess.
Kelly's done all kinds of stuff, so he's able to get a license. They like the color, that's what he said.
Good for you.
So he's been trialing out, that's why we're, painting out of a quart jug. He's been trying to find a color that he's happy with. And
I like the name of this too, I'm not gonna lie.
what's the name of it?
Low Tide.
It is not. Is it really?
Yeah,
That's,
thought it was kind of fitting.
yeah. Low Tide, that's a good color. It's a good name. So these are floats. And Kelly did all the apprentice work. He could have got a license when he was a kid. I could have got him a license easy. And I didn't do it because, he knows why I didn't do it, but I didn't want him to work and do the job that I do. wanted him to go to school, get an education. I wanted him to go to college. I didn't want him to do my job, but lo and behold, he went to college and graduated, and he reverted right back home. So here we are. And it really worked out pretty good because you did everything I wanted you to do, and now he works with me, so I'm very pleased with everything. I like your. Do you all have to deal with? It's out there. It's not game warden. It's Marine Patrol. Really nice guys.
Absolutely.
Them guys. I'm gonna tell you what.
I have nothing
There's
but respect
there's
for those
nothing
guys.
I could say bad about one of them guys. Honest to God, the Marine Patrol. They're the nicest guys you're gonna find. If there's a problem, them are the guys that'll come and get you. I mean, I'm telling you, the Coast Guard. I'm not knocking the Coast Guard, but we lost some friends up here tragically this past year.
They don't stop looking.
The Coast Guard goes home after 2 days. The Marine Patrol will stay on until something is found. And I mean, they will stick out. They're like a
dog or
a dog on a bone. They won't let go of it. Them guys, I can't even say they're just relentless.
Yeah.
They have, I think, really probably the utmost respect for the people around here. They know what they do. So no one gives them guys a hard time. Nobody. They're doing their job, and they're real nice guys. They're just solid to earth guys. They would do anything. I would invite them to dinner any night of the week right here at my house. I like all of them. Very nice guys. And I mean, as long as you're doing, as long as you're not breaking the law, if you're not breaking the law, they only stand on your boat. They usually laugh, bullshit around with us for an hour or 15 minutes, and they take off and they burn her. And I think
they'll see you at the ball game the next night.
yeah, they'll see you at the ball game. Their kids play ball with yours or whatever. No, everybody's very, very cordial. Very
nothing but respect for those guys.
Yeah, nothing but respect for them dudes. Yep. If you're in a jam, they will help you. So yeah, and I mean I'm not saying that, but and I like to go fish down there, like Alabama, in them swamps and it's still and stuff. It's not like that here where we are. It's rough weather. There's violent shit going on up here certain times of the year. I mean, it's really rough. And a lot of guys are fishing and accidents happen when it's like that. And yeah, it's nice to know there's help nearby. And especially if there's a tragedy, them guys are like number one on the scene, and
they don't leave.
Like I said, they won't leave. And I mean, we lost a guy, and they started out with maybe 4 or 5, but at the end of it, there was like probably 30 of them down here. I mean, they are relentless. So yes, I was curious because my dad was a game warden. Oh, nice. Some experience here in Maine. Oh, same experience here in Maine. Oh, in Mass, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I fished down there, down by Stage Harbor, Chatham, down in there.
I think,
and everybody was real good.
Fishing community as a whole, I think, regardless of the border of Maine to whatever. I mean,
right. I mean, it ain't like you're in the middle of Boston. Everybody knows everybody. I mean, yeah, I got pinched and I had to go get some hydraulic fuel. And I was down in Rockport, Mass. I literally pulled up to a guy that was down there fishing, lobstering, I think it was. I asked him a couple questions and he says, yeah, pulling the Brock, Mass. He goes, my keys are in the truck. I literally used his truck to go get, 15 gallons of hydraulic fluid. And we went right back to work. We went back out. So how the hell can you not beat that kind of attitude? And most of the fishing communities are like that.
Yeah, I mean, I know last year down in Gloucester, we lost the kid from our town.
Right.
All the boats down there, they donated I think like a couple pounds or like half their catch or something the very last day to go with that family.
Yeah.
That shows you what.
Yeah, I mean, that was guys from Gloucester, Mass, and all down through there. They all donated to that kid's family. So
yeah,
it's good. Good to see that, Ooh,
You gotta be careful with the rope there, Ron. You're gonna get it all.
Oh, I got it all messed up right now. Dad got it all messed up right now.
I did for the first 3 when I
So what else do they say? Oh yeah. The good old days. Yeah, the good old days. Same experience here. 5 Islands, yeah. I know. So yeah, we fished all over the place. What is that noise?
My camera died on me.
So yeah, it's freezing. The wind is blowing. Can you hear the wind? I bet at times, geez, it's loud out there. Earlier it was blowing. Listen. You hear that? It's wind blowing hard. So yeah, Maryland there, they've had a lot of ice. I don't think they normally get that, but I did see them guys saying that they, like in 1988, 92, they had freeze-ups down there. And it was showing all them.
Yeah, I think like CJ told me it's like he was in his teens, I think,
When it was like that?
Last time.
Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's as often as it is like up here. But... So we fish obviously in the ocean, but we live in. I live up on a saltwater river, and he does too. Actually, it's more fresh water than salt when the time he gets to his house, but and that's all froze up. But it freezes up a lot anyways. So most years it freezes up, not all years. But our harbor's froze in this year, and it's cold. I've seen it colder, obviously, but it's pretty cool. I think it's supposed to start warming up here, doesn't it, Kel? Soon.
Yeah, I think.
Well, we got to get going here. And we got other stuff we do, but we'll get back to fishing. Oh. By mid-June, early June, late June, according to how the year's going. If it's really cold and nobody's doing much, there's guys that fish. You can fish up here. Yeah, that's another thing too. We can fish year-round up here if we want to, but there's nothing here to fish for in the winter, not really. Most of the lobsters are under into the mud or offshore, and even the guys that fish, offshore, a lot of them are all bummed too this time of year. It's just brutal. They're probably saying stuff I don't read it. It's the lobster too, for example. No, I know. The Super Bowl's tonight, Kelly.
Yep.
I'm not a real sports guy, but I gotta say, I like that May guy, and let's see what happens. Obviously, we would be rooting for New England, I guess, wouldn't we? We did get some snacks today. I don't even know who they're playing, actually.
Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks. Yeah. I hope they win, I don't know who's the favorite. I don't know if they will.
I think it depends on where you live.
What's that?
I think it depends on where you live.
Oh, I get it. Well, I mean like the.
No, I mean, like, I think,
Like the
if
bookies
you live in
and
New
stuff, I
England, I
know
think you're all about
just tuning in
Patriots,
for the
but-
first time. This channel is all about Seattle streets, small. Yeah. The buoys. We're painting some buoys right now for lobstering. We're just getting ready, and usually there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that people don't realize goes on, and it's mundane stuff that you got to do over and over. And we just thought today we were gonna go live. We go live when we're hauling, but a lot of people don't like to see anything but us catching lobsters. Truthfully, really, isn't that right?
Well, I mean,
Even if we shift traps,
yeah, they want to see the money.
they want to see you just hauling in and breaking the traps, just do. And if you're like shifting gears, or like we're shifting gear, and we got to slow down during the day to move stuff around, and it's not the same stuff we do every single day. They lose interest fast. Then we have dipping days. Dipping days, we have to dip our lobster traps because we get a bunch of grass and stuff that grows on them, barnacles. They just get covered in stuff, and we have to dip the traps. That's what they call it. So you have this big ass tank and hooked up to propane, and we turn it on, and it's loud as a jet leaving Utah. It's loud, and it roars all day. It's really hard.
Got a fire on the boat.
We got a fire running on the boat through a bud heater. The tank is like 150 degrees or hotter. We try to keep it up there, 165, 170. It's a bad day, and people do not want to watch us do that. I don't want to do it, let alone watch it, and we have to, it's so loud during them days. If we go live, we got to mute the mics. And then people think, that we don't know that. They're saying, your mic is mute. If we turn it on, it's like you can't hear nothing. It sounds like a jet. Kel, what do you want to do now? Keep going? You want to just try to get these all done?
I'll just go get more paint first thing in the morning if you want to finish these,
No, I want to just go. I want to go and get these done if we can, but
Well, I mean, the
I
second
think the
coat
one
is-
quart will do all these buoys?
I don't know what the second coat is.
No, it's not a use.
That's what it's
Do you think it'll do a first coat on one?
Be close.
Really?
I think so.
And we were talking about how expensive some stuff was for fishing. Not really crying, just talking. Yeah. Yeah, we're a long ways up into Maine. A long ways. A lot of people from Mass, they come up, or New York, and they go, yeah, we come to Maine. They usually go to Old Orchard Beach, which is nice down there. Occasionally we go down there, but it's a long ways for us. It's another 4.5 hour ride from the border up to where we live. But we're close to, we go to Canada often. Kelly goes up there and has supper some nights. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on that other stick. I can't get my hands in it. We can just do it. We'll just start on the other side.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah,
You can start right here behind my head.
I can. I want
Well, I'm
to.
just saying, if we have to double coat this, then we can shift everything over one way or the other,
Oh, maybe I should try to move that box and hang up that then for that reason alone.
I can hang right there.
Actually, we're gonna take down other ones too.
Shipped it that way, okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, just because we'll have to keep track of that. as we
Yeah,
do it.
because I want to make sure we get 2 coats on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And now, so you guys, you probably heard of Acadia National Park, I mean. No, we pick our own. Yeah, we pick our own. I mean, we try not to pick somebody else's. Obviously, there's only so many color combinations. There's just,
There's a lot of yellow when it comes to.
and so you just pick your own combination. But if you went down the coast 20 miles, like someplace that we don't fish, all these same colors are used again, by other guys. So it's not like, I mean, I think there's over 7,000 licensed fishermen in just the state. So, obviously we're used some of the same colors. But we try not to do it around guys that we fish around if we can. Help it. We don't fish, when we go lobster fishing, we can look back and see our town. I guess, I don't know. We don't go that far. I mean, like.
Well, you do and you don't.
If we're inside, we're considered inshore fishermen. So we only go from the farthest piece of land or island 3 miles out. So we literally can be a long way from shore, but and then there's other guys that have federal permits and they fish they can go all the way right to the, way out, 100 miles out if they want to. We don't have that license. We could buy it if we wanted it. That license you can buy. But there's really, for us, there's no need to buy it. We can do what we gotta do where we do our business. And you can fish year round, but guys don't, because 99% of them do not fish year round. Because the lobsters kind of leave in this after at Christmas, everything's kind of left offshore. They bury in the mud or whatever your belief is, right? So you could still probably we can still catch lobsters where we fish right now, but not like in the summer. But one good thing is they make up for it because the price is usually high in the winter. So, but it's not worth going. For us, we thought about doing it. And it's cold. Yeah. It says you do not have a Maine accent. Not all. Yes. Yeah, I was born in Maine. Actually.
Not everyone has a Maine accent.
Yeah, not everybody has a Maine accent. It's according to where you went to school, stuff like that. I did go to school for upstate New York for a while, but very few people really have that Maine accent. Like, I know what you're thinking.
I mean, you were born just 30 minutes down the road here.
Yeah.
And I was born the other 30 minutes the other
And
way.
he was born 30 minutes the other direction, but I mean, he went to school, he's been all around the world.
I think it also depends on who's around you.
Yeah. You find guys that are like 70, 80 years old, they have that accent, maybe.
Really, the schools don't want you speaking like that, and they really try to.
Yeah, they try to correct you, and speaking
more. I think I had it more when I was younger than anything, and they try to make you pronounce words differently. And
yeah, I don't hear it at all with Maddox, do you? No. It was really like a more coastal than even inland, really.
Yeah. And my wife, I mean, she's born right up by Millinocket her whole life. She doesn't have it, you know, and it's just.
We still have the land. We still own the same land that when my great grandparents came from Ireland. We still own that land. We still have it today, right now. It'll be in Kelly's name eventually. So I don't know how much more ruder we could get than that, but yeah. But I understand what she was saying, or he was saying. I didn't see. And if you go south of here, like if you go to Portland or anywhere down there, you don't hear really any accent, do you? I never do now.
Really,
I used to a long time ago when I was, you know.
I think it's an age thing, really.
Yeah, that's what I do too. I think so. Which is probably saying something. Blue Hill, yeah. My father was born in Blue Hill. Relatives all have the accent. Yeah, it's a coastal thing too. Yeah. No, I'm saying they don't, but a lot of them don't. But there's still guys that do. Yeah, I hear people sometimes. But they're usually, a lot of them are older than me, you know, that have it. I like it. Good observation. Man, these are easy. To paint these, there's no stripe or nothing.
I guess So if you're just joining, we're in Maine, we're painting lobster buoys. We go live every day, we go to Hall so you can see and learn behind the scenes, see what we're catching, ask questions. And this is the behind the scenes of behind the scenes, I guess is what you want to say.
And on top of it, you know, people always say when we're hauling traps during the year, you know, we're on the live, and people will say, "Yeah, I want to have your job. This is great." You know, like, right or no?
It's a little bit.
And then, like now, he doesn't get paid to do this. This is all free. Actually, this year, it ain't even free for you, is it?
Nope.
Now you have to pay.
Yep.
There's a lot of work we do and get no money for.
So I talked to a buddy today. He goes, he lobsters. He goes, just spending money so I can get by. That's what I'm doing.
Yes.
That's spending money so I can get by right now.
I know.
It's the
I
same
know.
principle.
They say, what are you doing? That's what we're doing. Just spending money, non-stop.
All right, this is full on this side.
So we'll switch, but yeah, and it's like, oh. And we haven't even started on the rope. For Kelly, it's going to be expensive. For me, I got mine, but, well, I mean, it's always expensive for me.
Yeah,
But
but I think we got to replace.
we replaced a lot. We got to replace some, but
There's two strings that need
yeah. But Kelly's got to start right from scratch.
1.0.
From nothing, and I know that's expensive. Now, I like when I'm up at the store and we're getting stuff, he always says, "Dad, don't forget the breakaways. Don't forget this. Don't forget this." And now I get to say that to him. I'm going to say, hey, don't you think we ought to have this? Don't you think we ought to have
I'll
that?
gladly buy it because I know we need it and it's a cost of
Oh, you can hear in the tone of his voice how he likes it. No, but you can dump a lot of money up there quick. I mean, quickly. And we got to work on.
I don't tell you to buy anything you don't need.
No, don't.
No, let's not get that.
So where are we going with these?
I mean, I guess because we're gonna take the.
No, just keep going over
It
here.
don't matter, I guess.
No, I'll just start putting it back. That court might bank.
Oh, that's
No, there's still quite a few over there.
I don't think we'll get through all of it.
You do or don't?
Don't. Be close, but really be like quarter of a book shy or something.
You ought to hang up. Show them what a go deep is. So these are styrofoam buoys, and then they have these things called go deeps.
This is the only one.
And we were just messing around with this one, but this one is actually, that's pink, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pink. It's already chipped off.
Has it really? Oh my word.
Yeah, right there. So this is what it is. You can see the original color right there. I mean, we just painted this last week and a half ago. It's been on the garage floor, kicked around a little bit. It's already chipped off. So
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
gives us what's going to happen.
We just saw we could paint it, but
I think the only way, and I don't think it lasts a little longer, you'd have to clear coat it or something. I don't think it's
I ain't doing all that.
down.
And I don't, no. So,
You know what I thought, truthfully, you could do is you can buy. I mean, all it is duct tape they're wrapping around.
No, I know.
You can buy custom colored duct tape,
I know.
and you can wrap.
No, I know, a lot of them do.
Something. Yes. I don't know.
Spray foam garage door. Yes, we did that. No questions will be answered today. Did you ask me something? Just ask me it again. I'm sorry. Just ask quick message. Quick messaging around. Let me see. I'm gonna go back. He asked me something.
You got a lot of paint on your fingers.
He says, no questions will be answered today. No, I will. Ooh, I'm sorry.
Just let me do it.
Did you ask something? I'm sorry. See what they said.
No. Someone just asked why the color.
Oh, why the color? No, it's just your preference, whatever you want to do. Everybody has, you just pick whatever color you want. This is the color he picked. Hopefully, not hopefully, we try to make sure we don't pick somebody else's color, because that would be a pain if you had to have another guy that fishes around you with this exact same color. So this is, I think, available, so we're using it. This is Kelly's color. And my color is, show you, wait a minute. And you can have the color, once you get that color, if you keep it, this is the color we use right now. And if somebody sees your gear, you know, I know it's hard to believe you have, 800 traps out there, buoys and everything, but people pay attention to other people. So I know, like, you fish near me out towards this way, and I know I fish near him going over that way. So if somebody says, yeah, I lost a pair of my traps, which they say it a lot, right, Kel? I mean, like, literally every day. Guys are talking on the radio, yeah, I lost a pair of traps down by the Black Rock, east of it, down in beside you or something, or they'll call you on your cell phone and say, geez, I lost a pair of traps up here last time I went through the gear. Can you keep your eye out? Because sometimes when guys set out, if it's foggy, which it is a lot here, you could set over top of the other guy's line and haul his shit down, and then you can't find it. So if you tell everybody, they're kind of keeping an eye on it. And then when I haul my gear up and his stuff pops up, you know, I would yell to him, say, yeah, I separated them and I put it back in your string. So everybody has their own color, so we keep track of stuff ourselves. And the state of Maine wants to be able to identify us as well. And then on top of it, right here, you can see my name and my number. So that's on there. So if somebody, say from like 2 or 3 towns over, happens, you know, I don't know, you know, there's all kinds of different things. They could say, hey, they can get, you know, they know the warden knows who's going on or whose gear that is. So it's just so we can be identified. Hopefully that answers your question. And obviously there's 7,000, I don't know, it's not obvious, but there's 7,000 fishermen licensed in the state. And of course somebody else has got this color. There's, I know probably 50 people have this color, but they're not near us, so it doesn't matter. You know, it's not gonna affect us. You just don't want 2 guys with the same color. You guys keep running up on other guys' gear to haul it. So, you know, shit, that ain't mine. That's aggravating. So, hopefully that answers the question about the color. Sorry. And color, too. A lot of guys can't see. A lot of guys can't see certain colors too, right? Yeah.
They're colorblind.
Yeah, they're colorblind or something, you know. And yesterday, if you see these buoys right here, they have this spindle in them, and it has a breakaway. These are mains, and these ones here are floats. You can see they're different. The mains have a spindle in them right here, and like, not all the parts you can just go to, you know, someplace and buy them. Sometimes you have to fabricate the parts. This is a spindle. And we fabricate this, we fabricated, I don't know, we still need some more, right? But we fabricated some.
Probably another 20.
We gotta make another 20 of these. And this actually starts out as 10-foot conduit pipe, and we heat it up in boiling water, cut it, put some chafers into it, and then we have a jig made out of aluminum, and then we can bend it, and we make them. So lots of things we do, we make. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I know, right? So it's a lot of work. Sometimes it's a lot of work to, is that correct, Cal?
Yeah, and I think like the other thing is like some things we buy made, but we assemble it ourselves,
Right.
Because it's just cheaper in the long run for us to do that. So like I did some math the other day about like how much it saves us building the spindles versus buying them.
Right.
And if you can get them too, which I guess they are in stock, I guess I'm able to, but so I got to do, you know, theoretically, you know, I'm just going to say 400 spindles have to be made for 400 buoys. Let's just say that that's going to be, you know, a higher number, but that saves us building those spindles anywhere from $500 to $1,000 just by building them ourselves. So it does save money, you know. Obviously it takes time, but it's kind of fun to kind of make them once everything's kind of set up. It's really pretty quick. And
if you have 4 guys like myself and Kelly, father and son, we have another father and son outfit, and we all got together and we just make them.
that was quick.
And we can just burn through hundreds of them really quick when you have that many guys doing it. So, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
To get together and do it. So, yeah. And then there's other stuff that we, you know, that we can do here in town. We can go wrinkle picking. We can go We can go dig clams, worming. There's jobs you can do here because a lot of people
Tipping for brush.
There's all kinds of seasonal jobs here you can do. Blueberry raking, cranberry picking. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. I know about cranberry picking. Well,
you can go work the coordinator.
yeah, I can go work, but when you come up this far in eastern Maine, there's not a lot of businesses at all. Very few. Blueberry companies.
Oh, I mean, really, they're just bigger seasonal jobs that have.
Yeah, I mean, it's
really.
just, I know people can't probably, I mean, when we get up in the morning, if we can't figure something out to do, we'll make no money. Pretty much, right? I mean, obviously, that's what it would look like if you just came here and stayed with us. You'd say, what the hell do them guys do?
Yeah, some days we get up, we're doing blueberries. The next day we might be lobstering. I mean, you never know.
I mean, we have a plan. Well,
some days, if weather permitting.
Some days we have a plan. So, yeah.
I know if it's raining, we're going lobstering over blueberry, and I know that, but, you know,
Right.
weather does dictate a lot of what you can and can't do.
Right. So we try to get done like these jobs here, these like jobs that don't pay anything, it just costs you money. We try to do as much as we can in the winter.
We just did 2 skiffs, well, 3 skiffs really. We've redone and done some stuff.
Yeah.
I got the fender flares for my boat trailer with me. I gotta put those over too.
Yeah.
Make sure they're the right ones. But a lot of repair and maintenance, I guess, this time of year.
Right. So yeah, we've worked on 3 skiffs. We're waiting on a motor to come back. We put rails on, gunnels, new pads on all the boats, the 2 boats.
Yeah.
Put a new stern in the back of another boat. Gel coated mine completely inside and out. Yours is
just did
the rails and the pads. So we just do all these jobs, and we have endless amounts of them. Literally endless amounts of them to do. And then these buoys painting. And then usually, truthfully, by the time we get ready to go, my wife is a school teacher. Well, she works in the office. She's a secretary. When she gets done, she helps us too. Hopefully finish, we'll be finishing. She'll help us like mark, because we got to write our names on all the buoys, and she helps us with some stuff like that. So when it gets closer to like we're really rushing that, right?
she'll put tags in the trap.
She put tags in the traps. I mean, it's all hands on deck. We get ready, we're going to go. So we try to do as much as we possibly can this time of year. Whatever's left, we rush to get done right at the very end. This is gonna be close with the paint.
Yeah.
So a gallon's good to about 200 buoys, 1 coat. That's what I'm guessing. Is that, how many was over there, do you think? I thought like 50, right?
I think there was probably 60 actually over there.
Oh, okay.
Because I grabbed some that I knew weren't gonna make a spindle.
And I'm
And I'd have to double count all that. But
put these up. I didn't do 2 coats on these.
did you paint some?
No, I only painted that one 2 coats, I think.
No, I can't paint it all 2 goes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't screw around.
So these are finished.
Finished.
Okay, well then we ought to get them. And these are done. We'll keep these off the side. I didn't know. Oh no, I didn't get no email on that. What do they say?
When I was doing it.
Set guys, cool green. You got paint on your table. Oh yeah. That don't matter.
I just figured when you saw me paint the second coat, you kind of knew that, but I guess I think you got some in your hair when we were doing the boat. Because in true fashion, we didn't just like clean up, we left everything hanging right behind.
Oh yeah, that's how we usually do it. We get about 50 projects going at once. Yeah, I see guys, you know, obviously, you know, I'm not, you know, completely numb to the situation, but I see people down there, you know, out in the garage, sitting there, drinking a beer here, on that, you know, social media, you know, platforms, and I'm going, what? It's all ice and water. I don't know where they are. Even Texas has got it. Must be California or something. I don't know. Maybe they're in Hawaii. I don't know. Maybe they're in a different country, but pretty sure it's United States, and it looked like it was really nice and toasty where they were. And then you're going to be gone tomorrow.
Give time.
You leave at lunchtime?
11
And where are you driving to tomorrow?
Greenville.
What are you spending the night up there?
Driving back.
What time's it start?
3 o'clock.
In the afternoon?
Yeah. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Goes till 6. I'll get home around 10.
Really?
Yeah. Probably see about 30 moves.
I should go up there with you.
Pay $35 and come right with me. It'll be an adventure, I'll tell you that. It's one of my favorite places, truthfully.
Really?
Yeah, it's really pretty up there.
I wonder how this class is going to be, though.
I don't know. Curious if I want to go to the second one, too. I don't know.
I mean, you think I'd get anything out of it? Or?
I don't even know if I'm going to get anything out of this one.
Mhm.
That's what I would.
What are those for? Buoys for lobster traps, yeah? Crazy. Have any of you guys been this far east ever? That is watching us right now. Have you ever been this far east in Maine, up this,
How farthest north in Maine? About that.
or north? Have you ever been north, and have you ever been up this way at all?
Because I give you, if you get to Aroostook County, you've traveled more than most people will. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean the coast, but
Yeah.
'cause I mean,
Maine's a beautiful, man, state. I mean, I guess, I mean, really, what state's not? But it has some really cool.
yeah, so I'm going up to Greenville tomorrow to a workshop thing there. I want to kind of learn about some other stuff, and it's really nice up there. It's no matter what the season, they do ice racing on Saturdays up there with the cars racing on the ice, and in the summer there's a lot of kayaking, fishing. There's a old ferry that goes up there. And then they have the Greenville flying. I've never seen that, but they say it's just a massive amount of seaplanes flying in.
Yeah, they got a big lake up there, Moosehead. I haven't been up to that.
Really nice.
I know I should ride up there with you, really, but jeez, I got stuff to do.
It is really cool up there. What's really cool, and you can go up and check this out. I'll probably stop. I don't know if you can get inside because of the winter, but they have a fire tower right there in the driveway of a tourism building, so you can walk up and actually see how the fire tower works and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Came off of one of the mountains and was refabbed and stuff, so it's safe to go up there. But
Look at that. Look at the difference.
yeah,
That's a definitely seconds in buoys.
yeah, there's like 6 that were.
These are really bad. That's cool, ain't it?
Hopefully it's pretty strong, I guess. Thank you guys for the double taps on the screen too. Moosehead, love it. Yeah, absolutely. It's really nice up there.
Yeah, he's going up tomorrow.
So I'm a big fan up in Aroostook County. It's really nice up there. I mean, there's no coastline. It is definitely different than where we live, but the people are very, very similar. They're very nice people and just, very big on the farming industry up there. Just, I don't know, a lot of similarities, I guess, from there and here.
Yeah, southern Maine's got a different vibe to it a little bit, but once you get up here, it's pretty relaxing.
Yeah, it's a different,
Yeah.
different beast up here, I guess.
I don't know, but you live in a place and you know like literally everyone.
Yeah, there's a thing on
Strange.
social media. It says, "How small is your town by how many stoplights?" 0.
Right.
That's, yeah. I just thought that was a riot.
And we gotta go. Yeah, I know. I mean, it kills me, but it's just the way we live. But people say, geez, I want to live here, and I want to buy a house, and they get here, Walmart's an hour away, McDonald's is an hour away, everything's like an hour away, and yeah. So we got up this morning early, me and your mother,
Yeah.
and smoke her out of here. Go to Ellsworth, do our shopping, no messing around, not eating out, getting gas, nothing. Just drive up, do our stuff, get back. We get back. But you pull right in the door, it's like 11 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it eats up a good part of the day to go do common things. Like if you're, a lot of people, they go shopping and take some, we can go shopping, we have stores here, but most everybody would go to a bigger place to get food. Yeah, people. So Kel, what do you want to do next? Do you want to go put your other buoys together? Can we?
This is the only thing I'm going to say. The kids doing that.
No, I'm not saying we have to. I'm just saying.
I think you only got like.
I'm gonna count them right now. 23. How many's over there?
40.
That. Yeah. Well, I guess. So, what do you want to do? You want to switch back?
Just drop that little bang right there.
Where's the guy said we had? Now we got paint on the floor. Where do we live? Do you live near Calais? We have land in Calais. We're not very far. We live down in Addison. So you must be familiar if you're from Calais or you know about Calais.
You
But yeah.
have 2 white floats here. You want to rig those up for floats, paint them room white or whatever.
Yeah, we can paint them this color right now. Or
Just rope right there.
yeah, no, we'll do
Something
that right
right
now.
on with it. But I don't know, this stack, yeah, That probably should be cleaned off here. Yeah, I'm just saying we should do something with those things, some of those.
Yeah, it's he said in Calais. I'm sorry we're walking on a frame, but we live in, oh, St. Stephen's, yeah. So we just went up to Workboat
Moncton.
Moncton. Took a ride up into Moncton. Moncton. It was fun. Yeah, we spent the night in Moncton, right, Cal, too? Yeah, we stayed in Moncton. We went to a workboat, trade boat Canada thing up there. Which was,
Fish Canada, workboat Canada.
what is it?
Fish Canada, workboat Canada.
Yeah, fish boat, workboat Canada. It was a great time. We've been up there. This is our second trip up there. This time we spent the night up there though. But not now, you guys don't come across the border. I see a lot of people over there in Walmart the other day when I was there. And I see a lot of them still getting gas up there. Over to the urban, I think, in Calais. I see there's quite a few. And I was into Martin's. There was a lot of cars in there from Canada too. But yeah, it's not as much traffic as it used to be, that's for sure. We went up just the same. We had a good time and yeah, I see. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they were or not. Yeah, I guess so. This will be all right. I don't know. It's a little.
Let me do that real quick. It'll be done quick. Mine's not that bad. Sandpaper.
We had a couple of buoys that were just drifting around. So. Oh, you love going over. Yeah. Gas is crazy over there. We didn't buy any, did we, over there?
I did it.
Or Kelly had to buy a little bit, $10 or something, you know, pretty amount because it's so high over there in Canada. It's crazy compared to here. And I see, back a while ago, I was over to Urban, and we sometimes go up there and do our shopping too. And yeah, I see this woman, you know, dressed, you know, like really nice, you know, nice clothes on and stuff. And she had this nice SUV, and she was pumping 5-gallon cans of gas. And I asked her, I said, I actually helped her. I said, you want me to lift them, put them in your truck? It was an SUV, you know, it was like Mom's car. It's a nice truck. And I said, you want me to help you put them up in there? She goes, yeah, would you? I said, yeah. So I helped her put them in there, and she's from Canada. And I said to her, I go, I said, geez, what do you? And she said, oh, the gas is so high across the border. She goes, we take turns, me and my husband. And, you know, she goes, I was just over here shopping, and we have these, you know, 5-gallon cans. And she goes, we fill them right up. And I said, really? Is that bad? And she goes, yeah, it's that bad. So we went over there to that. When we went to Moncton, yeah, it's really expensive over there in Canada. But everything else was cheap. Yeah, or, you know, it seems cheap to us, I guess, because of our money, right, Cal? Or, yeah, our money is worth more. But anyways, yeah, regardless, we had a good time over that. So, we buy a lot of stuff out of Canada regardless, whatever's going on, doesn't matter. It says, you know, yes, much cheaper, yes, your money's worth more. Yeah, I'm just saying, that we ate at, I don't know, it was like a steakhouse or something, and, ooh, I mean, I'm glad that our money was, you know, different value, but, it was pretty expensive up there. Seemed, you know, a lot more expensive this time than the last time we were there. I thought, I don't know. Obviously, everything's more, you know, even here, you know, nothing goes down. Everybody knows that, it just goes up in price, so, yeah. But a lot of Canadians come down here to buy lobster traps. They buy them, a lot of them come down right here, like less than a mile away. They come to Friendship Trap or Brooks Trap, whatever. I guess it's been bought out. But so we talk to a lot of the Canadians, and we can talk to them on the radio when we're fishing if we want to. And yeah, we're not that far. We're very close, and they're all nice guys. You know, they're all really good guys. So what's not to like?
All right, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, yeah. Now what?
I'm gonna go home.
You have to, something wrong?
I'm gonna go check their stove.
Okay.
Pops doesn't want to get a temperature today. I don't know.
Really?
Oh, it's 74 in the house. All the radiators are piping hot, but it doesn't want to. Like the stove doesn't want to catch up today. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty windy out. It's pretty. I think with the wind chill and stuff, it's pretty cold still. You know.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not-
no, it's
so.
cold.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's. I mean, it's running. It's keeping the house hot, but
Right.
it doesn't. It doesn't want to catch up. So. Julie said she filled it up, but I just like to. Before they come over here for the night for supper and everything, I'd just like to know where that's at. So,
No, go back. Go do it.
so,
Hey. Woo. Yes, go do that. And I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep on painting. Are you gonna be long or?
I don't know.
Okay, well, go do your thing, and I'll just keep on trucking here right now. I'll go. I can do some more, I guess.
I'd like to do a video on that. So.
Yes, it says Canadians are good people. We did. There's both of us. We're not for sale. Okay, I get it. I understand. Oh yeah, I get it. I totally understand. But well, yeah, we're pretty intertwined, especially this close to the border.
Yeah.
That's really what's got to be said. Very close, intertwined.
You're gonna hold off on that stuff. Until you get after it.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna touch that, but I'll go back over here. Hopefully I don't get this green all over.
Yeah.
Look at this, this stuff looks like tar. So I forget which way I gotta. Yeah, so actually, I think I've had this color for like 20 years, like 30, maybe 35, thinking about it. Some of these buoys are pretty old. And I use just house paint. I wouldn't think it would last that long, but it seems to be. You can buy marine paint, and I've never had very good luck with it actually, and I know a lot of other guys don't buy it anymore. They used to, they don't no more. And yeah, it seems to fade really quick. And yeah, this seems to stay on pretty good, really. It's just exterior house paint. We used to get it up to here where I live, and the guy got it done. The company did, and then we used to buy it up at Callis, actually. And we own, yeah, take care. Yeah, if you're still there, we own some land right there in Callis, right there between the two borders. We own a big lot down there. Yeah. And you can see we got to put our name on the buoys right there, and then we have our number. So if the warden sees it, we can identify, you know, whose it is, and if somebody else finds it, they can identify it. So my son just went home and wanted to go check his wood stove. They'll be over here for supper here shortly. Him and his wife and the little boy. And he just said he wanted to go check the wood stove. So he took off. We both heat our wood, heat our houses with wood. I have an outdoor wood stove, wood boiler. He has a gasification stove, wood boiler kind of thing in his house inside a big shed. And yeah, we're getting a lot of wind here today. It's not that terribly cold, but I mean, it's not like 10 below here, but it's cold. The wind is rolling. I don't know if that's going to be like that all night tonight or not, but guess what? Guess what? That is broke. It's missing a washer right there. So you're probably asking me questions. I'm not doing it. Yeah, thank you. Yep, True Value. That's right. That's where I used to do it. They changed their paint. They changed something to do with the paint, and the guy said that he couldn't get that the color I had saved he didn't have, but I used some of the other paint now that they have, and it didn't last as long, so. And I had to run back and forth up there, so I just switched down here. And I do it in my hardware store here, but yeah. And we own some land up in Bering. I'm sure you know where that is too, because it's, you know, up by the mill. Literally right by the mill. Literally. Jeez. This stuff is like tar. It's really thick. Yeah. I know you're probably talking. What is he making? Looks like buoys. Yeah, they are the buoys for lobster traps. We're just painting the first coat of the maroon. You can see the white is all cuffed up. And then behind me, we're painting my son's buoys are painted. He's anticipating getting his license this year, so he's started going through some gear, and hopefully he gets his license. He's going to be discouraged if he doesn't. So. I just got to get it done, and it's like kind of behind the scenes kind of thing that goes on, and we go live almost every day that we do go live every day that we're fishing in the summer. And then if you follow us, you could ask us questions, see what we do. We show what we catch, and just kind of show you what we do. We just thought this year we're going to share some of the stuff that we do behind the scenes to get ready to go to work for the season. This is just one of them. And we got to handle these buoys, I don't know how many times. Throughout the year, we got to handle them to this year we're going to paint them. Generally, I do not paint them. I don't want you to think that, oh, they paint them every year. I do not. I do not paint them every year. I hate it. I hate painting to start with. I definitely don't like painting buoys. So we try to get a really good paint and hope that it'll last for 5-6 years. But it's kind of getting that time. We gotta go over at least some of them, maybe not all, but some. And we do it kind of in the dead of winter when there's nothing else going on. And I was just telling the people that were watching earlier that where we live, it's pretty remote. There's not a lot of jobs like you would typically think, you know, where people go to work, get up and go to work. There's not a lot of them jobs. A lot of people down here are self-employed, and they do something. You know, there's carpenters, obviously, you know, there's like everything, you know, plumbers, but there's a lot of self-employed people down here, probably compared to the rest of the country. I would say probably 60-70% of the people that live in our town are self-employed. So it's kind of a high number. And we either fish or do something related to fishing. Fishing is pretty important for us. Or related to the business of fishing, you know, like something to do with, like, we're building traps, repairing boats, doing, you know, being a diesel mechanic, stuff like that. Ooh. Now you can see some of these are really old. Look at that, like that one's scuffed all to hell. This one's good. I know people are talking about that doing it. Looks like a buoy. Yeah, I know. Well, some of them at that end are already done, so that's a plus. And we got to probably paint 400 of these. I don't know. There's 400 other ones that got to be painted like that, but Kelly has got to paint 150 or 200 of them, but them are real easy. We've already painted 56 of them, and we've been painting right along. You know, today's not today's not our first day doing it, so yeah, it just takes a while. And we're doing other projects too, so we'll paint 50, 60 a day, 6, 8 days, it'll be done. And we're doing other projects too. We'll get off. We got to go cut wood for a while here soon, and we'll just do the best we can. If we don't get them all done, you know, do the best we can. That'll be good enough. It'll have been. And we were working on 2 skiffs. One of our outboards is down to the Yamaha dealer, getting repaired because I could not figure it out. Pretty new outboard too, really. It just come out of warranty, and he's working on it, so hopefully that'll be done. We'll put that back together. Put a stern in the other boat that we had. Yeah, we had a lot of projects, and then we got to work on the lobster boat itself. We got some stuff we want to do, and then we were going to go wrinkle picking for a while, maybe, or clamming. I don't know what we're going to do yet. We haven't decided for a while, anyways. And truthfully, it's so damn cold outside. Who the hell wants to do anything? It's just cold, man. It has been freezing cold. Man, I'm getting tired. I mean, honest to God, I know we live in Maine, and I know this ain't, Tampa, Florida, but geez, give us a break here a little bit on it. My wife, she likes to paint. She likes to paint the buoys. I don't know why, but she does. Where are you guys from, and what do you guys do? Tell me. You're all watching me. What do you guys do? Do you anything like this? Do you eat lobsters? Do you like lobsters? Are they too expensive to buy, really? I know they're pretty expensive at the restaurants. They're kind of high, but here you can buy them. You can buy them at Shaw's or something like that for $10, $11 a pound, I think, right now. And they've gone up too. The price is going to probably go up. The price is going to go up at the grocery store, I'm sure, because I think the price at the wharf went up here this week, so it's going to go up for sure, probably at the grocery store. And we got all other kind of stuff we got to do, and it's not just us. All the fishermen, we got paint, or we got to put purple in our lines on the new traps that we got. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff we got to do regulation wise, and of course we got to put a tag in each one of our traps, and we'll go through all the traps. That goes pretty fast. We got all new gear pretty much, so our pretty new stuff. We don't have to mess around with messing around with patch and wire and stuff like that, like some of them guys do. We don't got to do that. We're fortunate enough to have pretty good gear. I don't know if you can hear the wind outside. It is roaring right here, right now. Can you hear that? It is roaring. if you want to ask a question, if you see something. So I used to go diving for sea urchins. That's what I did. For years, that's what I did in the wintertime. Dove in the ocean for sea urchins. If you're from Maine, you probably remember that. Yeah, we went diving for sea urchins. That's what we did all winter long, dove in the ocean for sea urchins. Now, they never had no laws on it when we were doing it. And we pretty much killed it. True craftsman, I don't know about that. But yeah, it was that was a really good time back for a lot of us around here. It was great money. It was really good money. It helped us afford a lot of stuff that we probably never would have got if it wasn't for sea urchin. We paid a lot of money for them back in the day, so we did it. There's still some guys that still do it a little bit, but pretty much weren't very good stewards of that. State of Maine never put no regulations onto it, so it was too late, really. Too bad too. It was a great job. You see a lot of cool shit underwater, and never found no pirate's chest. But it was pretty cool. I hate eating them. They're horrible tasting. Yeah, and that lobster, and oh, I can't wait to have them. The last day we go lobstering, we always, bring some home. We give them away. Very rarely do we take them and sell them at the end. And oh, they're so good. I haven't had any since December. I'd like to have some now. When we can have them anytime, any day we want, we could have them. We don't eat them. When we can't eat them, yeah, it looks like buoys. It is. And at this base, yes, Gracie, and oh yeah, craftsman. Oh, real craftsman. I know, you would think if we go lobstering, we would eat them all the time. We hardly ever do. 3-4 times a year, probably, unless people come up and visit with us. But like my son said, do you think apple farmers eat apples every time? Eat apple pie every day? I said, probably not. But just the same. Tell you something else, I love these blueberries that we grow. I love eating them. We have a blueberry farm, and I love eating fresh blueberries in the morning. That's always a treat. And you get used to them for a month, 50 days, eating them fresh on your yogurt in the morning, and then next thing you know, no more till next year. And you guys that are just joining, the Super Bowl's on this year, or right now, today, and I don't know who you're rooting for, but I want to see New England win, obviously. So we paint that on, and then we'll come back and we'll do the white. on a little bit here. Probably tomorrow. Now, we already did the white on probably 50 of them, so there's like 50 over there that are, yeah, probably 40 or 50 that are already done. And we'll put the second coat on all these green ones. And then we'll put the white coat on these ones that I'm doing right now. We can get them out the door and we'll get another batch in here. Right now we got to go up, plow our way up into the buoy trap pile and get them. Typically we don't get a lot of snow right here where we live. Not generally, not a lot, compared to other places like upstate New York and Michigan, places like that, but we usually get wetter weather. We missed a couple of big storms. We had a couple hit us, but I guess they got snow as far as Texas this year. Like that. I'm gaining on now. So I was telling the people earlier, if you're just joining, this is a buoy with the spindle. You can see this plastic pipe going through it, and that's a breakaway up here. This spins. It's got a, and you can see how the plastic is hard and thick here, and then it's thinner on the top. That's a breakaway. So if a whale gets its fluke caught into it at 1600, this will pop off, and then the rope and shit will go clear, and they'll swim free. And yeah, that's what goes on. So each one of us has a color. This is mine, and I was starting to say the spindle. Some of the stuff you can't buy, and if you can, it's easier or cheaper for us to manufacture this on our own. So this is made out of conduit, gray conduit, just like this. We cut it to length. We chamfer the ends. We heat this up in boiling water. We have a jig, and we can pull this around, and we will make this mold. We'll mold this into shape. And while it's scorching hot, we'll put this into a rack and it'll hold it to make the eye. And then later on here, tomorrow at some point probably, I'm going to take these buoys right here and I'm going to put this in it, pound it down in. But before we do that, we snap on this. Onto it. So you can see this is up on there. And we pound this down in. Then when we take there's a plastic washer, just like that, on that one. We put it over top of this one. And then we drill it, put a stainless steel screw into it. Then it can't come back off. It'll be painted this color, and then it'll become a buoy for us, for our lobster deal. And that's what we're doing. We're just working on gear right now in the winter months. While there's nothing going on, we're usually live every day when we're hauling or, tending the traps, so people can see kind of what we do for a living, which is kind of cool. And then you can interact with us, say, hey, what's going on, and are you doing catching a lot, or people talk to us all day long about different things. How deep is the water? How just different stuff. And of course, we just don't talk about fishing all day. Just like everybody else, you know, you go to work, you talk about what's going on in your life, and people just, I don't know, get invested, I guess, after a while. And they'll know. And once in a great while, very rarely, but we will bring Kelly's son, my grandson, with us, but he's pretty young, and he's got little fingers, and he's fast, and I don't want him to break anything. So we try to keep him, it's pretty slow paced when we have him with us. You know, a lot of rope going out over the boat, and it's pretty dangerous for a little kid. But he loves to go. He likes to be the captain. He likes to steer the boat. He's yeah. And he's been with us enough. He knows how everything works, and oh yeah. If I had it my way, he'd go every day with us, but we can't have him because he'd get hurt. I gotta change gloves out. Yeah. So we live, if you're just following us, we live about an hour east from Bar Harbor, Maine. A lot of people have heard of that at least. And we're about an hour east by car from there. Or boat, either one. And we tell people, you know, like, you know, if you get a chance, go visit Acadia. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know if you've ever been to Acadia National Park. Cadillac Mountain, there's crazy Thunder Hole. There's lots of things to go see up there in Acadia National Park. Most days, if it's not foggy, and it's foggy a lot of days where we work in the summer, if it's not foggy, we can look right over and see Acadia National Park during the day. From where we fish, we're not very far. We're like, by car, we're like an hour away, but by boat, we can see it. It's very close. It's not very far. But it's down on a peninsula, an island. So by water, we see it. We're not very far from it. And I'm not going to tell you, but there's a ton of people go to see that island, go see Acadia. In the summer, it's a lot of people down there, which is good. You know that they're going to see it, but the traffic is pretty heavy in places. Oh, shit. We can have up to 800 traps. We usually have 2 traps to a rope. We haul pairs. I'd say that's a pretty popular setup for most of the guys that fish inside. And we fish anywhere from 10 feet of water to 200 feet, according to where we are during the day. I'm going to see if somebody said something. Still got it. Oh. Kelly's he's giving me the update of what's going on over at his house with the stove. He has a gasification stove and they were having a problem with it, but he thinks he's got it figured out. So a lot of them people, I guess, now have, it's the same up here too. They have, electric heat. It doesn't do that good in this type of weather though, I guess. Heat pumps. We use wood primarily. I know friends that have heat pumps and they are not happy with them when it's very, very cold. The bill's really high and don't put off a lot of heat when it's really cold, I guess. So it looks like maroon and white, that's our color. And I gotta see how many more I got here. So you see some of them aren't that bad. This one isn't that bad. This one here, not too bad. No, like this one here, this is really chowdered up. But I'll go, ooh, baby. And some are smaller than others. You probably noticed that. I don't know if you have or not, but a lot of the stuff that we fish like up in the rivers, and you know, we say the river, but a lot of places that we fish that were shallow, I guess I'll say that, we use smaller buoys. And places that have a lot of tide or outside we fish, you know, deeper water, we use bigger buoys. Where the tide runs harder. Yeah, if you got questions about anything, you can ask. And all the licenses up here in Maine, like from scalloping, for lobster and stuff like that, they're on moratoriums, so you can't just rush up and get a license. You gotta go through an apprentice program. There's a lot of work in order to get a license nowadays. Used to be able to just get one, but no more. Booming here. I ain't got many left. I'm gonna have these. What are you making? I'm just painting. I'm just repainting some of these buoys, these lobster buoys. I'm painting the maroon right now. We're gonna let it dry, then I'll paint the white. And these green ones we're painting for the first time. We're putting primer on, or painting them for the first time. They gotta have a second coat. And these are buoys that are gonna be used for lobster fishing this summer, but we're just kind of doing it on our downtime. Like when things aren't busy, right this time of year. We try to get a lot of the mundane tasks done. And yeah, we go live every day when we're fishing on the boat, and yeah, it's just like a lot of people just don't realize how much stuff we do to get prepared to even go do it. So, shoot, I keep flipping that over. So we've been just going live on doing the mundane tasks that we do every year. Usually we go live if we're building traps, but this year we're not building any. And my son is hopefully going to get his license this year. He's pretty excited over that, I guess, and well, I know he is. And we're going to repair some used traps for him at some point, and we usually don't have to do that. We generally have good gear, so we don't have to do any repairs. And I think the stuff that he bought is pretty good, so, but he's just starting out. And if you're just starting out, that's how it happens sometimes. Hopefully he gets it. We'll know soon. And in order for him to get a license, he has to go on through like 1,000 hours of working time with somebody, me, that's who he did his time with. It's got to be documented every single month. It's got to be signed off by the Department of Marine Resources, a warden. There's a lot to it. He's got to go do first aid, CPR, emergency survival. There's a whole bunch of stuff you got to do to get your permit, or get to be eligible. And then you get on a list, and then he's literally got to wait for 3 licenses to retire before 1 new license gets issued. And that's what goes on. So he's done all this time, waited years now to do it. And now he's number 8 on the list in the state, so for our zone. So hopefully he ends up with it here shortly. There's a couple of ways you get a license. He's doing it the hard way for sure, but if you wanted to, I could have got him a license when he was younger, and he wouldn't have had to gone through any of that. But at the time, I thought it would be better if he went to college than do what I do. So he went to college, he graduated, and he come right back. So I don't know. I should have just got him a license, I guess. everybody picks a color. When you first start, try to pick something that's not what everybody else has got. This is my color. I've had this color for pretty much as long as I've had a license. And his color is going to be that green behind you. And now, last one, I think. Is there some? Nope, this is the last one right here. We just use regular house paint. That's what I use. They have buoy paint you can buy. It's very expensive. And truthfully, lots of guys don't use it. It doesn't work as good as some of the exterior paints. Ace Hardware used to have a really good paint that would last for a long time, but they switched companies or something and it isn't as good as it used to be. But we get ours right from the local hardware store. And it seems to last quite a while, so it fades. We can fish year-round if we wanted to here. There's no law saying we can't. But generally we're done, most of the guys are done fishing by Veterans Day in November. A lot of them are done in October, November, at the end of October. A lot of them start getting done. And by the end of November, most everybody's done. We usually hang it out a little while longer into December, but and then the lobsters kind of just take off, and they're gone. They're gone for the year. They either burrow in the mud, or something like that. So that's what I know. You want to see something really cool? I'll show you something. So I said I used to dive for sea urchins. I'll show you something. I don't want to get paint on it. So you watch. Hang on just 1 second. I'll bring it to you. How about that? What do you think of that? It's a cannonball. Is that cool or what? I found 17 of them one day. I'm gonna move this down. So I found 17 of these one day when I was diving, all in a pile. It was a shipwreck. Is that crazy or what? 17 of them. I give them all away and I saved just one. And it's iron and it's heavy. It's like 40. I think I weighed it. It was like 48 pounds. It's extremely heavy. I can't imagine how much gunpowder it must take to shoot that out of a cannon. But yeah, I found that under the water, and I found it's like a small one, size of softball, like a small softball. I found that too. And there were 17 of these big ones and one small one. Is that cool? Crazy. Shipwreck. Pretty cool. Yeah. It's cracked over time, you know, like pieces are falling out of it because it's like the iron is just cracking because of being, you know, I guess it's a violent shock. I heard people tell me that if you want to take something like iron, like out of the ocean, you've got to like, it takes a long time if you do it properly to have it not crack. So the little one I painted, this one I painted, but I painted it I had it out for probably 6, 7 years before I painted it. The other one I painted the same day or roughly really quick. And that stayed whole, you know, like I sealed it. So, and it never cracked or it didn't crack as bad. I can't say what is that. Yeah. Tour of your workshop. It's a mess, man. Right there, these are all the buoys that we're working on today. Compressor. Yeah. And then we have a couch. You gotta have a couch. We have it. A big work table, wood splitters, wood chippers, old furnaces, lots of tools, welders, tons of them. We have a lot of stuff, no doubt about it. Yep. And yeah, so I just thought I'd show you that. It's pretty cool, that cannonball. I give them all away to schools and some colleges and stuff. People wanted them, I give them away, you know. I just saved one. I didn't know what I was going to do with them, but I leave it out in the garage. It just rolls around. It's crazy, really. I should take care of it and do something with it, but the thing is heavy. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine how much gunpowder it would take to shoot that out of a cannon. The thing is heavy. I mean, it is heavy. I'm sure if a ship got hit by that, it would be very destructive. But anyways, yeah, I found that pretty cool. I see a guy find a ship's bell too one day underneath the water. Probably like that big around, you know, probably that tall. Bronze. It looked like it was like brand new. Really, probably was. It even had a date in the bell. I wrote it all down. I can't remember exactly, but it's like 180 years old or something like that. Pretty cool. God knows how old that is. Something. All right, I'm out of here. I'm done. We'll be back tomorrow, maybe even later tonight. Who knows? When these dry, we may come back. I'll do another coat. But thanks for hanging out. What's your rarest find? I don't know. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I seen some friend of mine. I don't know. I've seen some ships down there, some old ships, and I see this big bronze kind of a thing. You know, I don't even know. It was like a pump or like a motor, but it was like out of bronze. You know, or brass. A lot of copper, brass, bronze on it, you know, marine related. Hear the wind. Can you hear the wind? It is roaring here tonight. But anyways, we dragged it up. It was really heavy too. And we went down there, tied some ropes on it, pulled it up, got it over, got it up to his truck, you know, got it hoisted up, and it was a pretty big item. It was hard to get it up onto the boat. And come to find out, it wasn't as old as we thought. It was a pump for like fish wares and stuff, where they were pumping herring out of, you know, fish, you know, out of nets and stuff. It was all out of bronze, and I'd say it must have, you know, lived its life or whatever. They threw it away. I don't know why, but it was there, and we brought it home, and it was really super cool. And he just sold it. Somebody offered him some money for it, and he sold it. Which, you know, I don't blame him. I guess do whatever you want, but it was kind of cool, you know, just to see all the bronze and it wasn't rusty really at all. It was all made, it was pretty expensive in the day whenever they made it. Whenever it was manufactured, that was a really expensive item. You could tell just by the quality of it, but that was kind of cool. You know, I've seen guys get other things, you know, cannons. I've seen a cannon, but they're really hard. You can't get them up. They're hard. They're big. You know, people, you know, the big. They're, you know, they're like that big. They're like that big around. The thing that shot that, it's big, and they're 10 feet long, 12 feet long. They're big, and they're very heavy. They're like a cigar. They're very hard to wrap a rope around and get it up straight without losing it. See big, tons of anchors, big ship anchors under the water. A lot of guys brought them home. I mean, they're huge. These are huge. You need a pulpwood loader to put them onto a trailer. It's nothing. I mean, you need, you know, like a car trailer to haul one of them home. They're big. I never saw the point of bringing one home, so I never did, but I seen a couple of them underneath the water. I don't know, you see cool shit. I see a duck one day. I see a duck eating mussels under the water, and I was down there working. And if you see a duck underwater, it's crazy looking, because there's air trapped in some of their feathers, and they look really disheveled. I don't know. And you know, he see me, and I watched him, and I think he said, like, you know, he must have been saying, like, what the hell, you know? And I was saying the same thing. I go, wow, what's that? And yeah, that was odd. It was definitely odd. And we were right along. There was a whole bunch of them. They were all down there getting mussels off the bottom of the ocean. We were down there working, and we were watching them. That was kind of cool, just to see that. And I also saw once a long time ago, we see school of fish go through. That's really cool. But we see a whole bunch of salmon that were like, you know, 30 inches long, you know, really big fish go by us. That was kind of cool too. So, and the seals, they're really curious. They come right up to you. I don't know if, yeah. So they can see really well, but they're really curious. And if you're under the water and they're nearby, you see them. They're kind of like darting around, you know, in the peripheral vision. But some of the smaller ones, they come right up to you to take a look and see what you're doing. Just kind of cool. So yeah, I know it's kind of odd, right? Crazy. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna go in and eat, watch the Super Bowl, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see who wins. I don't know, but I'm rooting for New England. So check us out tomorrow. Follow us. If you follow me, you can follow my son. He's a lot bigger account, and he does a lot more stuff. But we were both together all the time, and you'll see us. And if you follow me right now, you will see. Go check out my videos or whatever, and you'll see all this stuff, what we do with it. You'll see where we're fishing, and yeah, lots of stuff. So it's well recorded. So thank you, and I'll check you guys out maybe tomorrow.